We know a young girl named Kiki from Thailand. We tell her story on the van tour all the time. And she was trafficked in this room. And what's sad and poignant is that this window was covered up and she could have escaped out this window if she had known it was there.
Women who are involved in street prostitution, online prostitution, and work in the brothels, the average age entry is 11 to 14. You can't imagine that a woman at this age is deciding, oh, this is what I want to do when I grow up, this is my value.
When you take the vulnerable population of widows and orphans who have no covering and you put it with the mix of unbridled lust, the intersection of those two circles is the commercial sex trade, of which Houston is known throughout the nation, if not the world.
So really we see different pockets of our society and different pockets in Houston that are vulnerable communities and just easily attacked by the enemy.
But where sin abounds, grace abounds. So Houston will become known as the city that developed the showcase answers for rescuing and restoring widows and orphans trapped in the commercial sex trade.
Elijah Rising is an anti-human trafficking organization that's equipping justice warriors through prayer, awareness, and intervention in the spirit of Isaiah 1:17, which says, learn to do good.
Seek justice, rebuke the oppressor.
Plead the case of the widow and defend the orphan.
We believe that Jesus is the only one who will bring the solution to end trafficking. And so that's why prayer is first and foremost in our hearts and in our goals. We want to seek the Lord and pray and worship because we know that God has the keys to the salvation of these women. God has the keys to the salvation of the addicted men, and God has the keys to the ending of human trafficking.
And so Elijah Rising, at the core of who we are, is a band of people, a company of individuals that have set their mind's attention and their heart's affection on the man Jesus Christ, to reach out into our sphere of influence, our city, our society, to reach out and to deliver, to pave a way for individuals to come up out of bondage.
We also do awareness because the body of Christ can't fight something they are not aware of. And so we do different awareness events, we screen movies, we speak at different churches and schools, just to bring awareness to this issue in Houston.
Human trafficking, modern day slavery is happening down the street from where you live. It may be taking place in the ground floor of your office building or in the massage parlor down the street from your favorite restaurant. What a van tour is essentially a human trafficking 101 class on wheels. For about 2 hours, we put 13 people at a time in a van, and we talk about how to spot a brothel. What might that look like? It's an opportunity for us to pray with people, for us to talk about the issue of prayer being the only real solution to fighting trafficking.
We intervene with people who own land that is being used in the commercial sex trade. We intervene with traffickers, with Johns, and with those who are being exploited.
Part of our role as a ministry is to help equip the church to do the work of service. We do anything from very mild outreach to undercover outreach, so there's a whole range.
I want Houston to prosper. I want Houston to rise on the national, even the international landscape, but I don't want Houston to prosper on the backs of unpaid sex slaves.
And so our desire is to see social transformation and equip people to not only here in Houston be ready to fight these injustices, but to go in throughout the world and see these things affected and see these things reversed and call down heaven onto earth.
This is a ministry that the entire body is called to, whether you're a grandmother or a mother or a kid in high school. I mean, this fight is for you and there's a place for you, and we're here to help you get mobilized into your place.
And so that's our heart, is to pray and to raise up a body of believers that's far larger than just Elijah Rising. We want to equip individuals to do the same, to go into the city through prayer, awareness, and intervention and rescue the perishing and the captive.